Hey, gun people! Man, this is a good one. Uh, oh no, people are gonna be dogging me because I'm laughing because somebody got shot. Look, a guy gets shot here. He needed to be shot. His name was Marco Herrera. He looks white though, so I think that's why the only reason that the video or any news agency is covering it is they thought he was a white guy, but it turns out he's a Hispanic guy here, undocumented. No, not undocumented. Accidentally entered the country without going through a checkpoint. Yeah, that's it. So anyway, this guy is following his car because he ran a stop sign, and the officer stops him, and it happens quick. Yeah, looks like a Texas flag up there. Okay, so uh, very quickly here, I'm going to tell you what to look for because well, I guess I can just play it, but then I'll have to go back through it. But watch this guy very obviously to me, maybe not to everybody, hide his gun. Watch him hide that gun hand. You stop a guy and the door pops open, that's a clue. Okay? Most people just aren't jumping out on cops nowadays because they have a clue and they figured out that may not be a good idea. But maybe somewhere in some school they're teaching when a cop stops you, the right thing to do is to throw your car apart and jump out and start yelling at the cop. Somewhere a liberal's college is teaching that to make victims.
Stay in the vehicle. Show me your hand. Show me your hand.
Remember, a lot of times you don't want to tell a suspect to show your hands. What that does is it causes a lag time. They used to teach cops many years ago, make a suspect show your hands. Then they figured out, and suspects figured out, if I hide a gun, the cop will tell me to show me your hands. And when I look like I'm compliant, it will give me a little bit more time before he realizes I'm not compliant. I actually have a gun. So when somebody's hiding their hands, not the greatest thing to say, show me your hands, because you're going to think, and it's going to cause a little bit of lag time, that he's complying. When in fact, he's doing what you told him to do, but he's got a gun in his hand. So I don't want to see your hand if you got a gun in it. I don't want you moving. I want you back in the car. Don't reach for anything, but show me your hands. I don't think they teach that anymore. Maybe they do.
Hey.
How many shots he fire? Come on, people. Cops should know how many rounds they fired. I don't know how many rounds fired. Don't really care. He panicked. It was like, holy shit. I'm stopping a guy to get my traffic quota, so I can tell the sergeant I wrote so many tickets this shift. And now all of a sudden I'm in a fight for my life. What the? Yep, that's the way it goes down. Oh, I forgot to say, this guy told his daughter and other people that he wanted to go out by suicide by cop, and he wanted cops to kill him. Somehow this will still be the cop's fault. Once they find out that his name is Geraldo Martinez Lopez La Herenda, then they're going to be all upset about, white cop shot a poor took a wrong turn person. That's going to show the other camera of the officer. What the hell is an officer doing with a phone in this hand, driving in this hand, putting a car in park, got his phone here? Man, what the... I know they're not teaching cops that. This is the same cop that'll be issuing tickets when he sees somebody texting while driving. Oh, freaking don't get me started on cops and tickets.
Hey, stay in the vehicle. Stay in the vehicle.
Cop does good here. He was going to walk out and tell the guy to stay in a vehicle, and he immediately moved back behind his car door. People be like, a car door ain't going to stop a bullet. It may slow it down. It may deflect it. It's going to hit you with less speed, power, foot-pounds per second, whatever. Anything between you and a bad guy is a good thing. Distance is your friend. Cover is your friend. This guy wants to get behind something that'll slow down his bullet in case he goes bad. Good move on his part.
Stay in the vehicle. Show me your hands.
One-handed grip. I guess he's expecting an important phone call, or maybe he's typing in his stats on how many tickets he got, and he's texting it to the sergeant. I don't know where his other hand is, but a one-handed grip, you don't want to be in a one-handed grip if you're going to have a two-handed grip. If something goes down at this distance, one-handed grip is not the best way to hit your target, which is probably why so many rounds were fired. And I can't tell if his windshield gets blown out or not.
Show me your hands. Hey!
Okay, showed me your hands. Now what? He says, hey. Didn't know what to say. Hey, I call it a filler word. Kind of like shit, crap, fuck, whatever else you want to throw in there. It's just something like holy shit. So he says, hey! But it's too late. He's already in a fight. Gets a two-handed grip. I don't know if he dropped his phone. Maybe he put it on pause. I don't know. He's got a two-handed grip now. He's shooting. I might add a poor two-handed grip. Call that the cup and saucer grip. Got his hand underneath. Gun sitting on top like this hand's a saucer and his other hand's a cup. Bad technique. Bad holding a gun. I know people be like, you don't know. You weren't there. It was a crisis. You do the best you can. Yeah, I get it. I'm just saying. This style is not taught. A lot of times in shootings, we don't do things that we normally are trained to do. This guy was not trained in this stance, which is why I talk about using a slide release. Although you train with it and you're taught that way, in a crisis, it normally don't go as planned, which is why you should have the slingshot or rip and grip, whatever you want to call it, where you pull the slide back. But, you know, I've got all these idiots. Somehow, this got shared on a site that loves the slide release, and I've been getting all kind of crazy comments from these idiots. Anyway, back to this. Bang, bang, bang. Distance. Moving back. Creating distance. Okay, so some people are going to say, look, if you're that close, you got the door, why would you back up? Because now your odds of missing. Look, when you're in a shooting, you're not necessarily thinking about, I want to make my hits count. I want to use my sight alignment. I want to use good trigger control. I want to have a good stance and a good grip. You're in a fight, you're in a oh shit, and you want to get distance. So to give you time to figure out what's going on, do I need to reload? Am I outgunned? Are there multiple people? What the hell's going on? So distance is your friend. This guy's moving back. Yes. Is his odds of missing the target greater because he moved away from it? Yes. Instinctively, do people move away from people shooting at them? Normally, yes. How many rounds he fired? Come on, people, keep up. Jesus, you're sitting in a house watching a computer and you can't even keep up, yet you want to come here and cry about how easy police work is and how cops should count their rounds, and you should always count your rounds at the range, and you always knows how many rounds you have in your magazine and when to reload and when not to let your gun. All that crap that these tacticians are teaching, which don't mean nothing when shit hits a fan.
481, shots fired.
So now he's got a good solid background here behind his car. He's got the suspect in between. He's getting out on the radio. I don't know if he got his location out or not.
Fired. Slaughter and Southmore.
Goes back to two-handed grip.
Hey, stay in the vehicle. Stay in the vehicle. Stay in the vehicle. Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Hey! 481, shots fired. Slaughter and Southmore.
Notice his grip is better now. He's got a training grip that he probably trained with. Fingers are crossed or forward. He's palming a pistol butt between the two hands. He's got a much better grip. Well, Rick, why did he take such a bad grip before? Because shit was hitting a fan and he was in reaction mode, and things don't work when you're in reaction mode. And if he had to change his magazine and do a slide release right now, he would not want to look down at his gun and find a slide release and find his thumb and take his eye off the threat, which is why if he was using a large muscle group grabbing a slide, it would be easier. His odds of doing it without taking his eyes off the suspect would be better. You want to increase your odds to survive in a crisis. or you can listen to the road scholars who've never been there or never done anything, but they got a green screen. Fired one shot at a distance, got a hit. That's a pretty long shot. Under stress, he's still backing away. Some people would say he should stay next to his vehicle where he's got cover. He's moving in the open. He wanted to keep the suspect in sight and keep moving to where he can move and maneuver and keep the vehicle in between it. He got a really good, nice long shot, and that last shot put him down, which is a good shot.
Control 1.
481, shots fired. Spooner and Southmore, Spooner and Southmore. Shots fired.
Here, shots fired, short and Southmore.
Spooner and Southmore, Spooner and Southmore.
Nobody was coming. Nobody knew where he was at. He should have called out his location. He should have punched in the computer. He was too busy with his phone thinking that I'm just going to get a quick, easy stat and write this guy a ticket and make him pay a fine, and then I'll go home and say I did a good job as a policeman today. And guess what? He stepped into a hornet's nest.
Shots fired, Spooner and Southmore. All units, 60 officers, Spooner and Southmore. 60 officers, Spooner and Southmore.
Okay, so let's go back here, and I want to look at a couple other things here. This is funny. I love this, man. Some people get a clue, and some people don't. I want you to watch this dude walking and watch the car. This is great. This is classical in a car. Where are we at here? Hurry up, dude. Get over around the corner here. Okay, so we have an officer pulling over a citizen, harassing, wanting to get his cheap, easy traffic ticket for whatever reason. And we have a gentleman right here walking. So let's watch the gentleman here. Sees the cop pull him over. He was on the road. He probably got off the road because he was afraid that the officer would stop him and give him a ticket for jaywalking or walking on the road or some other city ordinance to collect taxes. So I don't think he moved over to create distance. If he did, that was smart. You see, when you see a cop contact somebody, you don't really want to be in a proximity, close, and if it goes bad to where you get shot or something. But so this guy steps up on the curve and starts moving away from the officer. Good move. Sees the officer yelling at him and talking, still walking. Okay, we'll get back to him in a minute. Now let's watch this car coming down the road here. See this car right here? This car gets about right here when he gets the clue. So the officer's got his gun. Remember on the other view, he's got his gun pointed at this guy through his car door right now. And the car is not watching the cop and not being aware, or he would have stopped long before he did.
Show me your hand. Hey.
Now he stops. Now this car is like, damn, that cop's shooting. And it looks like he's shooting at me. Now, me personally, I think a better move would have been to hightail it this direct weight out of the line of fire. He backs up, creating distance, but he's staying in the line of fire. I would have exited left or right and got out of the line of fire. So going over this curb, through the grass, taking out whatever I need to take out, and getting the hell out of this line of fire, I think would have been a better choice. But the guy did stop. He backed up. Hell, he might have even been better to speed through, but I don't know. He backs up, so let's watch him back up. Lots of shots fired. Oh, car's backing up, car's backing up, car's backing up. Stops, backs in a driveway to make a U-turn, puts it in drive, and it gets the hell out of here. Good move, car. I wonder if he has bullet holes in his car. I'm pretty sure he has a shit stain in his seat, but I don't know if he's got any bullet holes in his car. Okay, so let's watch Billy Bob walking on the street. We got to go back and pick him up when we get to the officer's point of view here.
In the vehicle. Show me your hand.
Okay, so here's Billy Bob walking. He was on a street. He slowly walks over here. He sees the guy pointing a gun and yelling, "Show me your hands." He's still walking. Just another day in the hood. Stupid cop harassing somebody.
hands. Show me your hands. Hey!
Still walking.
481, shots fired. Shots fired.
Still walking. La 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 la. Wow, man, that cop's shooting the shit out of that dude. I'm gonna go over here and get my 40 and a pack of cigarettes. Still walking.
Spooner and Southmore.
Not running. Walking. La la la. Still over there walking. La 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 la. Cop shooting people. Alright, so now we lost both of them. Alright, so hopefully you got something out of that there. A lot of things going on. I probably missed a whole bunch of things. Grip. Things go wrong fast. Be prepared. Be ready. Never be relaxed. Hey, be nice to everybody, but always have a plan to kill them. It's a good philosophy to keep you safe. All right, we'll end that there.